This is Julie from Hawaiian Beach Walk. How are you doing today? I hope it's really going well for you. Well, today I just wanted to share with you a quick Christmas gift. You know, I find that I want to be able to do some fast crafts and then of course some that are a little bit more involved. But this is a quick one that we can do, and it actually is a cocoa pouch. So you can just fit any kind of cocoa pouch in there. You can measure it to make sure that it'll work. And I used the Beachy Little Christmas stamp set. I thought this kind of, well, is perfect for us here in Hawaii in any beachy area. And even when we're in the warm tropics, it still gets a little chilly, and a nice glass of hot cocoa does sound really good. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you how I quickly made this one. What I had used is the scoring tool. Now, I really find this to be helpful when I am doing a lot of projects, okay? So, for instance, if I'm going to be making a lot of these cocoa pouches, which I will to get ready for Christmas, I find that this is a lot easier to do than using the scoring on my paper trimmer, which you can do, but like I said, I just find this easier. So this is just a piece of paper that is 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score it. I have this facing the landscape way, so sideways. And we're going to score at 6 1/4 and at 2 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it to portrait. All right. And then I'm going to score this at 5 1/4. Okay. Oops, and I jumped the track. So what happens when you do that? Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to turn my piece of paper over. Okay. And I'm just going to take my scoring tool and just kind of press it down. Okay. And then it will make it flat again. All right. This is actually on the back, and that will be covered up when I fold the piece, and it won't be seen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off these two sides, and I'm going to cut it a little bit above the line because this is going to fold in, and I want to make sure that when I do the flap up, it sits really nice, okay? I'm going to fold this a little bit this way. Cut that, okay? All right. Then I'm going to get rid of these little two pieces. We don't need that. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to burnish where my score lines are, okay? And fold this. And burnish this. And fold around here. And burnish that. Okay. So that makes it nice and neat. So what's going to happen is I'm going to fold this up like this. Okay. So it still kind of bunches a little bit here, so I'm going to trim a little bit more off these edges, okay? Just so it will lay nice and flat. All right, let's do the other side a little bit. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this lies a little bit better. Okay, yeah, I like that much better. Okay, so that worked out well there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tear-in tape on this side here. Now this tear-in tape is a 1/4 inch, okay? So I'm going to lay this down nicely. All right. And we'll cut this right here as it finishes. Okay. Now also too, I'm not sure if you can see this, but I placed it unfortunately a little bit over the edge. So what I will do is I'm just going to trim this with my trimmer. I'm sorry, with my scissors, excuse me. I'm just going to give it a little trim, okay? Make that a nice edge. Now, also you're going to see that how this all sticks to my scissors, right? So I pull this off of my scissors, and just when you know, periodically on your scissors, take an alcohol rub, you know, and just either use a cotton ball and clean this off, or you know, you can get those alcohol pads, the sterile pads at any of your local drugstores, and that will take off all the stickiness on your scissors. So you want to make sure you do that periodically to keep your scissors nice and sharp, and not having troubles when you are when you're cutting. Now also here on this little edge here, even though we scored it at 1/4 of an inch, it just, that's a little bit more tape than the paper is there. So again, we're going to turn it over here. I'm going to snip this and snip this. Okay, now these scissors here they're actually called paper snips, and these are by Stampin' Up. Great scissors for that precise cut. Now, and it's also great for a Christmas gift. This is my own scissor charm that I made, but the scissors are a really nice set of scissors. And like I said, it's also a good Christmas gift for a crafter that you have in your family or friend. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and again with my scissors, just trim the little extra tape that is sticking out from the side to make that a nice clean edge, okay? And then I pull my tape off of my sides of my scissors. Always be careful when you do that though, so you don't cut yourself from the blade. Not a good thing. All right, so I can put my tear and tape away now. I'm done with that. And I'm going to peel this up. All right, so I'll put this flap down. I'll move my Stampin' Blends aside a little bit. And then I'm going to lay this down, all right? And then I'm going to take this one off. And the key to the tear and tape is you need to make sure you rub it good first so that one side that's on the paper side sticks really well, okay? Also too, if you don't have nails or have a hard time doing that, you can use your piercing tool to help get that paper up, okay? That's another thing that you can use the piercing tool for. All right, and then let's fold this up. All right, and so now we have our pouch, okay? All right, so what I did for the Christmas tree, I stamped this in the Memento Black, okay, and then I colored it in with the Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. So I just wanted to show you, these are the colors that I used. And I went ahead and did the coloring process ahead of time. And the reason why is because it takes a while to do it. I didn't want you to have to watch me coloring. You know, I find that I enjoy coloring, and you know, the kind of a great way to do it is stamp all the things that you need, and then you can like sit there and watch a movie while you're coloring it all in and so forth. You can still be out there with the family and everything and enjoying a nice evening, but you can be coloring at the same time. So I just, because I'm actually going to make, I'm need to make 2 more pouches, so that's why I have 2 trees here. But I'm just going to kind of cut this out and just freehand. And remember when you're cutting to move your paper, not your scissors, okay? And this doesn't have to be precise, okay? All right, and then I'm going to take this here and go under here. Now, one of the things I do want to show you is, because these are alcohol markers, the color comes through onto the back, okay? So you always want to make sure that when you're doing your coloring, your piece is going to be then layered onto the card base, okay? So you don't want to color on the card base itself. Otherwise, when you flip the card or whatever project you're working on, you're going to see it on the inside, okay? For the pouches, it wouldn't matter because you're not going to see inside the pouch, but that's what I just wanted to make note. So when you are doing your other projects, okay. So I'm going to put this piece aside because this is going to be for my other pouch that I need to make. Because today I have been busy with Christmas, getting presents together for my family and crafting things, doing a little bit of shopping, and today we got our Christmas tree. It was all cool. I'm all happy. So, okay, so what I'm going to do now, and also you will see that I used a different color. Like here I used the real red, and here I'm using the cherry cobbler. So just a little bit different touch. And then all I do is I'm just taking the multi-purpose glue, love this stuff, and I'm just going to be putting it on the back here. Now, you just gotta put it on here. Okay. All right. Looks good there. And then again, I'm going to glue this. Sorry you're hearing the dogs. It is the holiday weekend, and so all the neighbors are out. They're barbecuing, playing with their animals, and so forth. So it's kind of a noisy day today. All right, and so there we go. And then I just take my pouch of my packet of hot chocolate and pop it in there, and we're all good. So now, when I'm giving this as a gift, you can give just like this, or stick it into maybe a cellophane bag, tie it with a bow, and you know, put a nice tag on it, and you're all ready to roll. All right, well, I hope you had a really good time watching this. Maybe this gave you a little bit of an idea of a present that you might be able to put together for somebody, or maybe a group of friends or co-workers to give them a little bit of a treat. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to doing the next video for you, or Facebook Live, or my blog, so please keep in touch with us. Like us over at HawaiianBeachWalk.com.